A few weeks ago, I was browsing through some of my old school report cards, and I came across one from 6th grade. And it was really interesting because on this report card, I had all these grades. I had 4 in physics, 3 in history, 2 in math, and 1 in English. So, literally, like one of my worst grades was an A. And I was really surprised by this because looking back, I think I worked pretty hard in school. I always did my homework. I would study for every test. I tried to put my best foot forward, and yet I still got, D's and F's. And this made me realize that there are so many things that go into getting good grades. It's not just about how much effort you put in. There are a lot of other factors at play. So I realized that I have a little bit of an unfair advantage in life because throughout my entire life, I've been able to frame my failures as learning experiences or stepping stones or anything except dead ends. But the vast majority of people do see their failures as dead ends. So, whenever they face a setback, they feel as though they're going backwards, and when they hit another setback, they feel like they're going even further backwards. And before you know it, they're trapped in this cycle of failure. If you want to break out of this cycle, all you need to do is shift your perspective. Instead of viewing each failure as a dead end, you need to view each failure as a stepping stone. And to help you do this, I'll be sharing with you 3 different ways that you can start viewing your failures as stepping stones rather than dead ends. The first way that you can start viewing your failures as stepping stones is to realize that all of these so-called failures are temporary. Everything is temporary. Your feelings, your circumstances, your environment, everything is constantly changing. Nothing is static. If you can internalize this concept, then it becomes easier to accept setbacks. When you get knocked down, you know that it's not the end of the world because you only knocked down for a moment. You're not down for the count. All those times when you failed or fallen short of expectations, think about how quickly you recovered from them. You adapted to the situation and moved forward. Think about all the problems you've solved in your life. Think about all the obstacles you've overcome. You overcame them. And if you can do it again and again and again, you can definitely do it again. So, whenever you face adversity, remind yourself that it's temporary. And if you want to remember this idea, write it down somewhere or save this video somewhere so that you can refer back to it when you're feeling down. Alright, the second way that you can start viewing your failures as stepping stones is to realize that within every single failure, there is an opportunity to learn something new. Every experience has the potential to teach you something valuable. For example, if you fail to meet your fitness goals, you can learn more about nutrition or training. If you fail to make enough money, you can learn more about finances or business. If you fail to maintain a relationship, you can learn more about communication or empathy. So no matter what happens, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is the hidden gem here? What is the unexpected benefit? And when you start doing this, you'll notice that your failures become less painful and more motivating. You'll become more resilient in the face of adversity. In fact, you'll start seeing adversity as a good thing because you know that it's an opportunity to grow. So next time you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And write down the answer. This will help you turn your failures into stepping stones. And the third way that you can start viewing your failures as stepping stones is to realize that all of your failures have brought you closer to where you want to be. If you think about it, we wouldn't be able to get to any of our goals without failing along the way. We wouldn't be able to find our purpose without wandering around aimlessly. We wouldn't be able to understand what we like without trying new things. The process of trial and error is what allows us to discover what works and what doesn't work. So all of your failures, whether they feel like successes or mistakes, are part of the journey. They're all leading you towards your goals. Now, of course, some paths will lead you further away from your goals and some will lead you closer to your goals. So, you want to analyze your results and try to determine why certain things aren't working. But don't ever get discouraged thinking that you're taking the long route. Remember, every step is a step in the right direction. You're not walking backwards. You're not taking a detour. You're not wasting time. You're only moving forward. So whenever you want to remind yourself of this, think about how far you've come already. Think about all the obstacles you've overcome and all the challenges you've faced head-on. Think about how much you've grown as a person and how much you've learned from your experiences. Don't dwell on the past. Don't regret what has happened, because all of your mistakes, all of your failures, all of your wrong turns have led you to this very moment. You wouldn't be who you are today if it wasn't for all the things you've experienced in the past. So embrace it, celebrate it, and keep moving forward. So I hope those 3 points help you start viewing your failures as stepping stones rather than dead ends. And I want to leave you with one last thought. If you can change the way you think about failure, then you can achieve anything in life, because you'll be able to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." So keep getting up. Keep moving forward, and don't let anything stop you from achieving your dreams. Now before you go, I want to share with you 3 videos that I think you'll find valuable. The first one is called Why Winners Think Differently from Losers. The second one is called How to Use Disappointment to Your Advantage. And the third one is called The Most Important Skill for Success. I think all 3 of these videos will help you become more resilient in the face of adversity. So check them out when you have time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.